I want to take you back to a scene in my old law firm. This is years ago. It's a big conference room with a long oak table. And all the attorneys at our firm, about 7 or 8 of them, were seated around the table. And in the middle of a meeting, a client happens to come into this conference room, and just out of nowhere, the client says, "What is it that makes the practice of law special for you?" And then each attorney goes around the table sort of giving an answer. And the answer was pretty much the same, which was, "I love the courtroom. I love trial work. I love cross-examination." And each attorney went one by one with essentially the same response. And then finally I gave it some thought. And when they finally got to me and that client asked me, "What is it that makes the practice of law special for me?" I thought about it. And I thought, it's not about the courtroom or the thrill of trial. It's none of that stuff, really. So I'll share with you what really makes the practice of law special for me. And I'm going to take you back to a case involving a severely disabled guy from South Carolina. He was a trucker who was horrendously brain damaged in a truck wreck. And for years I represented this really nice guy named Dale. And every time I'd go to visit him in South Carolina, Dale would sit in a chair, and he's so disabled and brain damaged, he didn't even recall who I was, know my name, or anything. So I really didn't feel that I had that much of a relationship with him. But for about 2 years, I put everything that I had into his truck wreck case. All my time, so much went into this, meetings with doctors, accident reconstructions, you name it, and finally the case settled. So Dale flew from his home in South Carolina to my office in New York. And that day I went in to greet him just to say hello, see how he was doing. And Dale got out of his chair and he really walked, very difficult with a lot of pain and discomfort. But he came over to me and gave me a great big bear hug and squeezed me tight. And in that moment, he sort of whispered in my ear, "I love you." And I thought, man, that's the reason I practice law. To have a really substantial impact on the lives of the severely disabled is what makes the practice of law meaningful to me. So when the client finally got to me at that meeting and asked me, "What is it that makes the law special for you?" It's to make a profound impact on the lives of severely disabled people. That's the reason I do this. It's not for the courtroom. It's not really for the money. It's because that is what makes everything so special and meaningful to me.